Hi guys and welcome to Tunes Travels International episode number 2 overall. Should have been 3, but of course we had the issue with the Qatar one, and we're here for the start of the World Cup. And just a reminder, we're in a group with Canada and France in this group, so it's going to be a relatively tough group. We should qualify. Obviously the top 2 teams qualify for the knockout stages. We should beat Canada in my opinion. France will be a bit tougher. And Canada is our first game, which is basically right now. We're playing in Spain. Spain are hosting, and Spain are also holders at the moment. If we just take a look at us, we are, I can't do it that way. We're ranked 19th in the world. Canada are 55th, joint 55th. And France are up in 5th. So we're closer to France than we are Canada, and this team that we're going with against Canada, you probably won't recognise many of these players. Velasco in goal, Daniel Diaz, Solis, Vasquez, Molinari at the back. Salazar, Monsalve, Alzati in midfield. Gomez, Caicedo and Vargas playing in the attacking roles. We're playing a tiki-taka style here. I'm struggling to find a tactic that really works with Colombia. We've had some pretty poor results, which if you saw in yesterday's bonus episode, I took a look at the record that we've got at each club at the moment, and Canada's wasn't great. Not Canada, Colombia's wasn't great at all. Canada are our opponents. I'd be very happy if Canada's aren't great. They of course have people such as Alphonso Davies in their team still. Anyone else from there I recognise? Fuentes? No. Brian? No, I don't think so. So yeah, I think it's just Alphonso Davies from their team that I recognise from real life football, current day football. We did have Alfredo Morelos playing for us at one point, but I've slowly phased him out of the team. We have better, younger prospects now. He's definitely getting on a bit. We had a corner which was cleared, but we're knocking the ball around decently at the back. We are just going backwards though. We need a bit more positive movement, and that is one of them out to the wing on Gomez. And a little back heel flick gets Diaz down this wing. Cross towards Caicedo, knocked down for Vargas. Alzati out to Molinari, gets it back. And it's a great ball out from Molinari. Can he get a cross in maybe? Goes back to Alzati. Salazar on the edge of the area, bit of space. Doesn't shoot. Gomez does shoot, and what a finish that is. Ronald Gomez fires our first goal of the World Cup after 24 minutes of this game. His 10th goal for Colombia overall. And I did wonder if he was going to have a shot at any of these moments, but we worked it pretty well. One save. Gomez finds a little bit of space and rockets that shot in off the post into the back of the net for 1-0 to Colombia. And I mean, it's a pretty good start. We've had 4 shots, 4 on target. Restricted them to just a 1 shot at the moment. France obviously haven't played yet because it's only 3 team group. Vargas looking for Diaz, who does flick it on. Gomez gets it back from one save. Gomez shoots and it's pushed over by St. Clair, and it was a decent effort for his second goal of the game. We now have a corner. It's Gomez to take this one. Header clear from an area where we had no players really. And Vasquez has the ball taken off his feet by Brian. Finds Fuentes. We have got players back in numbers though. We did very well to get back there. And they just win a throw in, and we'll look like we're going to go to half time with a lead in what is a pretty comfortable game so far. But of course, with it only being 1-0, we can't say it's too comfortable. I'm going to tell them they're capable of even better, and we're going to encourage them straight away. Molinari has a knock. We will replace him with Lakimi. Wales are 3-0 up in their game. Vargas floats that one in, and Vasquez gets a header to it, and it's hit the crossbar and gone over. And he probably should have scored there. Alfie Overton coming on for Canada for the injured Marshall Rutte. Wales now 3-1 there against Ghana. Who else we got? Turkey beating Argentina. No, it's definitely not the same Argentinian team as we've got nowadays, but for me that's still a bit of a shock there. Poland 2-1 up against Japan. Argentina have equalised. And we look like we're just going to see this game out. So let's go and make some final few changes, really. Let's go take off Alzati for Brian Torres and Solis for Hernan Reyes. We'll just give a couple of players a few minutes run out, a few minutes rest. But we do look like we're going to win this game 1-0, which to be fair is a little bit disappointing. I expected us to win by more, but it is a win and it's a clean sheet to kick off the World Cup, which is all we can ask for, really. We now have 8 days until we play France, so France must play Canada somewhere here in the middle. If we do just take a look at our group, they play each other on the 18th of June. So we're going to come back for that France game, and we may have qualified at that point, so we'll come back for that in just one moment. Our second game here against France is sort of a dead rubber game. We've already qualified. Winner takes top spot, but I'm not expecting to beat France anyway. If we finish second, we'll play the winner in Group H, which will be either Wales or Honduras. If we finish first, then we're going to play the runner-up in that game, so that's going to decide that as well. They play at the exact same time as us, so we'll keep an eye on that one. I don't know who I'd rather play. Obviously, Wales had a very good game when we played them, so it's going to be tough no matter who we get in the knockout rounds. We're going with an unchanged team for this game against France because why not? We played pretty well. We may have only scored 1 goal, but it was a good performance from us. If they've got Meslier, Pavard, Tadibo, Camavinga, Cherokee, Aouar, Mbappe, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I am going to tell them we've got no pressure at all on this one. Because we haven't, and do you know what? We'll just go cautious. A point would be decent. It wouldn't make any difference for us. We'd still finish second because of goal difference, but who knows? Maybe we can hit them on the break and see what happens there. In terms of the other group, if Wales win or draw, they finish top. Which we give the ball away from a throw-in, and that is the last thing we need to be doing. Camavinga face to run down this wing, still going, shoots and fires it into the back of the net, and that was a magnificent solo goal there. It was idiotic from us to be giving it away from a throw-in, especially in such an advanced position, and then we had nobody over there to come and tackle. The centre-back probably should have come over a bit earlier and passed Mbappe onto the other centre-back, but yeah, very disappointing to concede that goal. I don't mind conceding against France. It's just the manner of the goal. And it was just sloppy. But we have a highlight straight from kickoff. Can we pull one back instantly? Monsave goes out to Gomez, who cuts inside. He shoots, but he's blocked. And cleared out. And now a potential counter-attack on here. Mbappe in the channel. He's got the pace. He runs past one. He shoots, but well wide in the end. And, I mean, it was a decent move for us to get forward. But, yeah, we need to switch on a little bit at the back. I don't think this has... I haven't even set my set pieces up. That could be why things aren't going quite as well as I would have hoped. Just quick pick them all for now. Had a couple of chances, nothing to write home about. David Brooks injured for Wales, who at the moment we will be playing in the next round. We'll tell them unlucky, things haven't gone quite well for us. Again, we've been decent, we're dominating possession, even on the counter-attacking style. So maybe we should go back to a more positive stance. But Wales, USA versus Poland and Argentina against New Zealand happening at the moment as well. Corner for France. Solis heads clear from Aouar's corner. Loser. Against that guy, I'm not even attempting to predict. Pavard goes to Tadibo. Now Pavard again on the right. Can we nick it off him here? We can't. They've spread the play, but Diaz steps in, and now Gomez hasn't really got people breaking forward, so he's going to take it himself. He had a man track him all the way. Tackled away from Varga. Personally felt like he came through the man to win the ball, but referee waves it away. Molinari now. Alzate could have given it back to Molinari. He does get it back now. Cross comes in at Caicedo, and there was an offside in there, definitely. I think Molinari was offside. We do have VAR, of course. Yeah, he was offside. And he should have gone straight back to Molinari instead of coming into the centre there. He should have gone back to him. But as soon as the ball came inside, Molinari kept his run going. He was always going to be offside. Caicedo, a decent finish though. And that gives us a bit of motivation, really. And encouraged them. And we really are putting a bit of pressure on them now by the looks of it. We're not going to do enough as Argentina goes 6-1 up against New Zealand. Meslier with the goal kick. We need to find 2 goals in the last minute to finish top of the group. But France come on the attack again. Tackled and referee's given a penalty. It's going to go to VAR. I can't imagine it's going to get overturned. I think it's going to be a penalty. It did look like he tripped the man. Yep, it is a penalty. And it's going to be Mbappe. Make it 2. He does make it 2. And we're going to finish second in the group. But a 2-0 defeat against France with a 90th minute penalty being the second goal. I can take some encouragement from that. I really can take some encouragement from that. We have a throw in now. It goes long and looping. Meslier comes and claims that. In real life, he'd definitely be punching that one because he's not one to claim under pressure. Aouar now goes to Mbappe. Are they going to make it 3? He's not. He should have made it 3. He should have squared it, to be fair. 3 would have been very harsh on us. And there's another chance here now. Meslier with a goal kick. Free kick. Aouar flicks it on. Up a guy who came on for Diaz. Goes back to the keeper. Knocks it downfield. Pavard steps in to win the header. Gets it back from Mbappe. Doesn't look like we're going to nick it off him. It looks more likely they're going to get a third. Time is technically up now. Camavinga. Cross is blocked. It's going to be a throw in. Time is still going. Pavard's throwing. Mbappe is fouled. And I don't think there's any need to still be playing, is there? If they get a third now, it's going to be very harsh. If you don't get a third, it's going to finish 2-0. I'm not too fussed about that one at all. So that puts us into the knockout round. And I believe Wales were 1-0 up in theirs. It did win 1-0. So we'll be playing Wales. 94th minute winner from Dan James. And that's what we're going to come back for in tomorrow's episode. It's going to be the knockout round. So it might only be one game. It could be all the way through to the finals. We could have 5 games in that episode. We will see tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Until next time, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.